Ahoy hoy!
Ahoy!
On your marks,
Get set.
bake! No, that's something else.
Final tonight.
Yeah.
No, stop it. Parky.
Straw. And
Battle
yeah, that. We are. The battle hammer we are.
We are. And what are we doing?
Today we're going to be talking about Guild Ball some more. Hopefully, I don't know if they're in three
This will be
parts.
the third part.
This will be part the third.
As in Richard.
Richard, oh Dick the third. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it, if you had three penises? Anyway, Richard the Dick.
Yes, but not.
Alright, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. Attacking, kicking, and momentum.
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 One of the most important resources in the game.
Yes, indeed. The other white meat. So attacking, hopefully you've now have looked at the anatomy of a card video.
Bum bum bum.
You understand what cards are and how they do shizzle.
Shizzle manizzle.
So I'll just bring up
A card.
a card. I will bring up Vitriol because
Bitch.
I love her.
She's a whore.
So if she was trying to hit herself, what would she do?
She would roll as many dice as she has under tack.
Right, now that was the second thing. You had move, then you had tack, so she's got a tack of 5. It may well be that her card will be
I can do that.
somewhere.
Boop.
Boink.
So she has 5 dice. Now this is basic. This is if it's just her hitting herself.
Yeah.
Because she's obviously a bit mental.
Stop hitting yourself.
So the target number,
Right, well she's got a defence of 5.
ooh, which means she's pretty hard to hit.
Yeah. So I'm rolling 5 dice on a normal attack. And I need 5s. I got 1. 1 success.
Does she have any armour?
She doesn't have armour. If she did have a point of armour, I would remove that success.
So your attacks would have done 0,
would have
nothing,
done 0.
nout, bugger all.
Your kind of your mythical average is 4s and 1. So you've got a defence of 4 and 1 armour. That's your mythical average most people have.
Unless you're masons.
Unless you're masons, yeah. So she would have 1. So she would look on her playbook.
You've seen the playbook, it's all the little rounded
little
dot
circles.
things.
Now on her first success, I can pick either a tackle or 1 point of damage.
It's only 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
Do. Yeah.
Indicated by the T or the 1 on the first little line. If I got 2 hits, then I could pick either the tackle or the 1 point damage, or the 2 points of damage, or the momentous push dodge. That's momentous because it's filled in.
Yes.
In her case, green, because that's
She's an alchemist.
She's an alchemist.
And that's the important bit. It's said, even though you've got 1 success or 2 successes, is you do have more than that in choices. You know, just on 1 hit, she's got 2 choices of what she can do.
Yeah. And on 2 hits, she's got 4 choices.
Yeah.
There are rarely times you'd want to do 1 damage instead of 2, but I suppose if you were accidentally hitting a teammate or something like that, 'cause there are certain plays that can force you to hit your teammates and stuff like that.
But we all know if she did get 2 successes, we know which one she would be taking, don't we?
Yeah.
It would have to be the momentous push dodge.
Yeah.
But why would she want that?
Because it generates momentum, and momentum is a useful thing. In our case, we like to use shiny gems.
Ding! I like to use the skulls of my enemies.
Yes, he does like to use this guy. Full-size human, blonk, still bloody. He slams on the table.
It does make a bit of a mess.
But it's quite imposing.
But those are very important resources.
Yeah, we'll get to those in a little while. Now that's your kind of your standard attack. Certain things will change that. If you're charging, for example, you roll an extra 4 dice. Your attack can go up and down depending on other things in play, character plays and things like that.
And if you're outnumbering your opponent, or you're being outnumbered by your opponent,
then you're at negative.
if your opponent is knocked down,
Yeah.
all of these things can make a difference.
Yeah, but that's the basics of how to make an attack.
Pretty much.
So she would have done 1 point of damage to herself or tackled the ball.
5s. Ooh, see, there's 2 successes. She has no armour, so it's still 2 successes. So I'm going to do the momentous push dodge. And with that, you don't have to push them away.
No, you can push them towards you.
Yes, which is a little bit sneaky.
Yeah. you can effectively kind of hop them across the board.
Exactly
like
what
that.
Scalpel does.
Yeah, because she's a bitch. See, no one minds that Scalpel does it. Midas did it. It didn't even do damage. Everyone's like, oh, Midas is a dick.
Yeah,
Now
because it's
Scalpel
got
does it.
unpredictable move and everything else with it.
Whitey McEver. Right, so that's you attacking. So kicking the ball, not kicking your opponent, because that's just counted as an attack.
Now there's two things, isn't there? There's a kick, or
Well,
there's a shot on goal.
There's a pass.
Yeah.
A kick is a kick, but then there's a pass. Or a shot. Yeah. They both work basically the same. They count differently from the purposes of if you're aiming at the goal, that's counted as a shot. Now, if we're looking at Vitriol's card still, you can see her kick stat is 4/8 inches.
Bitch.
So it's 4/8 inches. So, funnily enough, 8 inches is the distance that she can kick with.
Doing. And she does that with four dice.
Because it's 4/8. If she was 3/6, which a lot of which again is your mythical average, she'd roll 3 dice and she'd have a 6-inch range.
So the more dice, the better kicker you are.
Yeah. So you aim your little stick or whatever it is you measure to make sure from one player to another that they are close enough. Or you can kick to space, but we'll talk about passing. And then I will roll my 4 dice, and I just need a 4 on any dice. One success.
That's just on a simple
A
pass.
simple pass from one player to another player. I have succeeded. I got 1 5. I got a 2, a 1, and a 3, which all miss, but
And
the
that
5 is enough.
automatically gets you 1 point of momentum
Bing!
because it's a successful pass.
So now I've got 2 momentum. Because I had 1 from the push dodge that Straw rolled, and 1 from the pass that I just got.
God, we're doing well here, aren't we, with momentum? Woo.
2 momentum points.
Not bad at all.
So that's a pass. There are modifiers in the same way that there were for combat.
If someone's in the way, or you can't see the target,
Yep.
it's same sort of thing.
If they're engaged in combat, then I think your difficulty goes up by 1, so you need 5s instead
And
of
if your
4s.
target is engaged, the number goes up by 1. So
Yeah, if your target's engaged, your number goes up. If you're engaged, whilst you're trying to pass to someone,
you lose
a
dice.
dice. So if she was in combat with someone, tried to pass the ball away, then she'd only be on 3 dice. So it's slightly more risky, but you still only need 1 4.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. Now a shot is basically the same thing, but at the goal. You aim it at the goal, only the goal, nothing but the goal.
And you hoof it.
And you hoof it.
Same thing, you roll your dice. If you get a 4, you've hit the goal.
Yeah.
Goal. You get to run around and go, yay, scored a goal, top over your head.
Yep.
You know.
In real life, not the model.
Yeah, you actually I want to see you up and woo! And you get a point of momentum.
Yeah. Now.
And a goal influence.
And a goal influence, yeah. Now the thing about the momentum is you need a point of momentum to be able to take a shot on goal. You can download these sheets. These we downloaded these from the Steamforged website, so you can just go there and download them. I think they're under resources,
Yep.
downloads, and they've got little freebie things.
You can see there's quite a lot you can do with momentum points.
Yeah.
And that's why they're important. Because one, you need them to take a shot on goal.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's kind of your number one thing to remember.
Yeah.
You can't just move across the board, take a shot on goal without any points of momentum in your little momentum store.
You need them points.
Because imagine it's like the team are backing you up, you know, and you're getting a nice run on goal and you're flipping a goal! You're not just kind of bimbling along, kick it into the goal. You can't. You've got to get that kind of, this is the crowd getting behind you and the whole sorry. But you can use it for loads of different things.
Yep.
Really handy.
There's only 4 ways you can get momentum,
Yes.
but there are lots of ways you can spend it.
So
Again, that's all on these sheets that you can download for free.
No charge. Unlike electrical batteries that have a charge.
He's a numpty.
So we talked about gaining momentum from attacks. That's kind of your main one. Hitting people, generating momentum. Now different momentum results will be on your playbook. Butchers, for example, it's all about damage. Brewers, I think, a lot of pushes, aren't they?
Knockdowns.
Knockdowns and stuff.
Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And different teams will generate momentum in different ways. Fishermen through dodges. we talked about passing from one player to another. That generates you a point of momentum.
Taking an enemy out of the game.
Yes, indeed.
That gets you momentum.
Yeah.
It's 2.
1
point of momentum is 2 victory points. That's right.
Yeah.
Scoring a goal.
Yeah.
Oh, but you get 2 points if you score a screamer.
A screamer, yeah. So if I was rolling my 4 dice and I got 2 6s, which I didn't there, but let's pretend that I did for the sake of fun, then that generates a screamer. It's like a big "Whoa, the crowd go wild!" and then you generate 2 points of momentum, which is lovely because we like momentum.
So what can you do with all these momentum points?
Well,
You need one to shoot at
you need
the
one
goal.
to shoot the goal. Another thing you can do, kind of one of your main things you can spend it on is what they call bonus time. So earlier on, when I was hitting with Vitriol, her base tack is 5, right? So I was rolling 5 dice to hit her, and I only got 1 success. If I wanted to, I could spend a point of momentum that I'd have generated earlier on in the turn, and I could bonus time it for an extra dice. Oh, thank you. So now I'm on 6 dice. You can only do it once. You can't bonus time it and spend dozens of momentum points to get the extra 12 dice. It's an extra dice, which is often handy. But you can also do it for kicks, so for passing or taking shots on goal. So if I had 2 momentum and I had an open goal, I'd spend 1 to take the shot and another to bonus time it, giving me, in her case, I was on 4, now on 5 dice. 5 dice to take a shot. Wow, look, I've got a screamer. Hey, go wild. Another cool thing you can do is you can, what they call glide. As part of your movement, if you go over rough terrain, you become -2 move. That's not cool. You don't want to move at -2 move because she's got a move of 6. So that bring her down to a move of 4. But I can spend a point of momentum so she can just glide over it because she's running and she's got the flow going on, so she jumps over the rough ground.
I'm back.
Yeah, she's back.
I'm back. Carry on.
Back again.
Where are we up to?
I just was doing gliding. We did shot at goal before.
Do you use gliding very much? I don't.
I have done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I use it a lot, but sometimes it's nice to know it's there.
Yeah.
Especially with characters who generate a rough ground. Like, if rough ground's there, you know if you're going to go over it anyway or not. But certain characters generate a rough ground around them because they smell really bad.
I thought it was you.
I think it's Casket and...
Casket, Fangtooth, you can get... Estes can do Blasted Earth. Some of them wanky engineers can do it as well.
Yeah. So then you can move out of their stuff and be cooler.
A bit like me.
A little bit like you.
Yeah.
But different.
No.
In that they're actually cool.
Oh, a bit harsh.
Well, yes. The other thing is take a breather.
Okay.
So on your own player,
Oh.
as you're going about your business on the pitch, you can spend a point and you can either remove conditions or heal yourself 4 hit points. Both of which are cool, but you can only do one or the other, and that's the important thing. So if you're poisoned and on fire, well, do you want to remove those conditions because of the -2 move and the damage you'll take, or do you want to heal 4 hitboxes? I'm in an R-end. Do you want to do one or the other?
That's what it's all about, choice.
Yes.
So they tell me.
And if that's not enough, or if that character's activated already, what you can do is, come on mate, come on mate, come on you mate. And then you spend 2 momentum points instead of the 1, and you can do that same thing, i.e. remove conditions or heal hit
On
points
someone else.
on someone else within 8 inches.
Awesome thing to do.
And you can do both. They can do a take a breather on themselves and heal 4, and then someone else, when it's their activation, can do a come on mate for 2 momentum. If you had the 3 all lined up, they could then do that. So they get 8 hits back, which is pretty useful. But again, it's all decisions. It's all generating momentum.
If you ain't got the momentum, you ain't doing it.
Yeah. We've also got reactions, which are ways of spending. Another way to spend momentum, but rather than you doing it in your turn, it's something you react to someone else.
Is that why it's called a reaction?
Yes, yes, it is. So what are they, Straw?
I don't know. I can't see. Oh yeah, there's a counter attack.
A counter attack. So if someone tries to attack you, they'll still get their attack, so that will still happen. But before they do it, you spend your point of momentum to do a counter attack. Are you going to hit them back? Doosh! Assuming you're able to.
And you haven't been knocked down.
You haven't been knocked down or dodged out of the way or something like that. Oh, I fell over, I can't hit him back. I'm spent my
Or
money.
you get pushed out of the melee.
Yeah.
There's also defensive stance.
Yep. So if someone's running at you like a crazy person, they're doing a charge. They're on four extra dice, which is a lot of dice. Ah, doink! You do a defensive stance, so you're slightly harder to hit. You're
Add 1 to your defensive stat.
You do add 1 to your
Simple
stats,
as that.
yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Work the length. Run the.
Oh, run the length. I'm like, work the length.
Run the length.
What's going on here?
Once you take a shot and goal, you can use the momentum that you've generated from the shot, from the successful score.
Yep.
So once you've taken a shot and scored, you can spend that point of momentum, should you desire, to do a 4-inch dodge.
Which is always good.
Get you out of the way, get you into cover, maybe you've put yourself in a dangerous position near the goal, and then you can dodge out of the way, which is really handy.
Ever used it?
Sometimes, not a huge amount,
No.
but I have used it.
I think I have.
I've definitely
I've used it on someone's
sometimes.
second wind as well.
Because I like using it, especially if there's, let's say I've had Vitriol comes in this way, takes a shot, scores a goal, then I can use the 4 inches to dodge
In the cover.
or something like that.
Because she's a bitch.
Or sometimes you can potentially use it to dodge into someone's way or out someone's way, or knowing the ball can come out. Maybe I've got a bunch of people on this side, so I can dodge over it that way. So I can, if the ball's coming out, I can cover it a little bit. You know, there's various things you can do. Again, it's options which we like.
And the last thing is teamwork options.
Go team, go, 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 go team, go, go, go.
And what are they, Puggy?
They are all to do with passing. So as we sort of talked about before, when you're passing the ball, and woohoo! I passed. I've got a successful pass because I got a 6. So the other person can now do something, or I could do something. I could spend that point of momentum that I generated from the pass to do either a give and go or a pass and move.
You always get his always get muddled up.
So a give and go, the kicker can make a 4-inch dodge. So someone can move in, pass the ball, spend that point of momentum, and get a 4-inch dodge out of the way. For a reason, which might be handy.
It could be a pass and move.
Or a pass and move, in which case you do the same thing, but the receiver gets the 4-inch dodge, which is really handy because you might pass them the ball, they might be engaged in combat, and then they can just dodge out of the way.
And they don't get hit because it's a dodge.
Yeah.
I like
or
that
maybe
one.
they're out of range of kicking to, let's say I've got an 8-inch and I'm here, I'm out of range for taking a shot. Well, I can pass the ball to her.
You do realise I can't actually see that, don't you?
I know, but it helps me explain it in my head because I'm stupid.
Stupid is stupid does.
Yep.
And the other one is
The big one.
the big one.
The big one.
The snapshot.
Whoa. Now this is...
Whoa.
This is... That meant to sound more impressive than it was.
Did really
I meant a woo. This is your header into goal. This is your volley and your backwards.
your bicycle kick.
Yeah,
Although
totally.
quite why you'd want to kick your bicycle during a footy game, I don't quite
Then
understand.
you might break it.
Exactly.
Or your foot.
Yeah.
So yeah, this costs you 2 momentum points. 2 whole points of momentum. But
It's an instant shot on goal.
It's an instant shot on goal.
But there is a downside, isn't there?
There is a downside. As we were talking about before with kicks, you roll your dice and you need a 4 to succeed. Now you need 2 successes. You need 2. These are again all modified in the same way that kicks were, as we talked about earlier on. So I'll pass the ball to Vitriol, successful pass. I've had a point of momentum from earlier on, so I'm going to try and do the snapshot. Now Vitriol's going to take a shot. I know that I'm only using this one character because I've got a card in front of me, because I've basically got a team of Vitriols because I really wish I could actually Vitriols.
Go on, take a snapshot.
She's on 4 dice. Oh, it's a screamer! Well, it's not a screamer,
That's
but
not
it's a
a
snapshot.
screamer.
It's a goal, and the crowd go wild because I've got 2 successes, but I needed 2. So it's harder to do, but it's cool. We like doing it. I think,
Especially if it's the winning goal.
I think snapshots. There's a debate about snapshots. Some people don't like the risk because you're rolling the. It's harder to do. But for me, I love them.
Depends how many dice you're rolling, I suppose.
Yeah. I think snapshots win your games because you can score out of the normal activation way the game works, because you can pass to someone who's near the goal without
And
having to move there.
You can then have the shot.
You can have the shots.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's
Simple as that.
So we've done tackle, like tack, i.e. attacking.
We've done kicking.
Yes, we have.
We've done the momentum.
Yeah. So hopefully that's. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. If you're not sure of anything, ask a few questions and we'll tell you what the jizzle is.
Will we?
Yeah.
Will we?
We might.
We might.
We'll think about it.
Right. The last part
If we
of
don't,
this,
someone else might.
yeah, the last part of this we will do will be a game where we will talk you through every single thing we do.
Everything. I am now picking up a model.
Not
I am
quite like
placing
that.
it down near.
Not quite like
No.
that.
Okay.
But we'll do you a proper talk through game.
Yes.
We'll do 2 easy teams for that so you can get the jizz of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it and want to subscribe. If you don't like it and don't want to subscribe, don't like and subscribe. But we'd really, really like it if you liked and subscribed.
Would we?
Yes, we would.
Yes, we would.
Yes, we would. It'd be
Yes,
lovely.
we would.
And until next time, keep
dancing! No, that's wrong, isn't it? It's not keep dancing at all.
Just keep dancing.
Just keep dancing. Just keep dancing. No, it's
Stay
stay hammered.
hammered.